All right, we are live. What's up, y'all? Let me know if you can hear and see me. Not pre-scheduled, so I just wanted to jump on here and talk to you guys a little bit about what's going on with Audacity Digi Volume 2 coming up on Saturday, August 1st. Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if you can hear me, wherever this is going out to. Drop a comment. I will see all of them. I want to put this doc up real quick. Okay, cool. Hey. All right, so I want to talk directly to the verticals and some of the panels that we have coming your way for Audacity Digi Volume 2 on Saturday, August 1st, because I want to give you guys just like a deeper look into what we have going on for you guys. So for the first one that we did, Trisha, thank you. Hearing fine, awesome. For the first one that we did, our verticals were entrepreneurship and business, which that was like building out your brand deck, branding 101, idea of pivoting in your business, things of that nature, right? And then we got into creative, we got into community, right? So the verticals for our August 1st Audacity Digi are investment / expatriation, because we've been spying on y'all, and all the conversations right now, particularly with this election year in general, has been wrapped around what happens if 45 is elected again. All of these things, everybody's like, what's up? I want to know where I can get property abroad. I want to know where I can invest abroad. I want to know where I can do a gap year, or where I can actually go and try to get residency or expatriation. All of these things are conversations that have been popping up within our respective spaces. So that has become a vertical for the event for August 1st. Then we also are bringing community and creative back, because we know that there's so many influencers or people that just need help with like their social media campaigns, things that they're coming out with, initiatives and things of that nature right now. So it absolutely makes sense that we would have this available for you guys. So I'm gonna pull up our doc, because I want to go through the different panels that we are having at Audacity Digi Volume 1, or Volume 2, excuse me. Also, there are on-demand ticket types. So if you can't actually physically join us for the whole day, you can go to the website and it's absolutely fine. You can actually just prepay for the on-demand, and we will be sending you within a week of the completion of the full festival. You will get all of the files sent directly to you. It's like one long file of the entire festival, so you won't miss anything, including our commercials and things, our playlists, stuff like that has become kind of like famous now since we've done it. We keep you guys glued for like 6 hours to this thing. Trust. You're going to be fighting to eat and to go to the bathroom during this whole time. So Audacity Digi, I'm just putting this up here. Got it. All right. Sounds like a plan. Let's put this up here. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna run through the first part of our day for Audacity Digi. Is really based around this whole like investment, expatriation, gap year situation. So we have a panel, how international travel influences business decisions. We have somebody who's actually created a CBD cannabis company that is based out of California, but actually linked and was able to combine forces with a cannabis farm that was actually down in Colombia. So we're gonna be talking to somebody who has that. Shouts out to Keenan Beasley and what he's been doing with Venture Noir. He's also a venture capitalist. Yaya, who is actually one of our No Madness members. He was in real estate out here in New York, actually a friend of mine, and went out to Chiang Mai, Thailand, decided that he was never coming back, ended up opening up his own hostel and investing in property in Chiang Mai, Thailand. And then from there, also has been doing this like meditation and yoga company that he's been building out, not just in Thailand, but I think it's based internationally. And so we're really excited to hear about that. Xavier is coming back with all the work that he's done, investments in Cameroon, him living all over the world. And we have Sarita Braxton, who is actually an expat right now, who's working on getting property while she's living out in Spain. So we're going to be getting this from the point of view of people who have done business investment type of things, all the way to people who are like, yo, I want to try to like move abroad or become an expat and figure out what that looks like, particularly in this climate, right? So we have those. We're going to be having our Board of Tourism panel is going to be wrapped around life abroad from expat to investing. So we'll be talking to actual experts that deal with this at the boards of tourism in these actual destinations to be able to answer direct questions like, What are the qualifications for me to be seen as a resident? Do I need to partner with the local if I want to actually invest in any property here? What is the time period? Are there any financial requirements? We're going to get into the nitty gritty of what it would be like to try to get property in these respective spaces. So this is really, really, really good stuff. I'm also open to sourcing questions prior to see what you guys are thinking about and what type of information would be beneficial to you all going forward for us to be able to do that, right? The next panel that we actually have a workshop with Janelle Mohammed, also another Nomadness member. She specializes in real estate investment abroad. She has a company called Destination Own, which is literally wrapped around this entire process, this entire concept. So that's going to be dope. We got Vaughn Dabney coming. He is the only Black person I know who from scratch has built out an entire tiny home truck. If you do not know him, at the tiny home truck at IG, the handle is absolutely amazing. He's created like web series episodes. We're going to do a tour of his tiny room truck, interview him, figure out what it took, how long it took. So for those of you who are interested in like tiny home living, maybe downgrading in that way and want to know exactly what it would take to do that, or even consider doing that with something that's mobile, like Vaughn is super dope. One of the only people I know of color personally that's actually in that arena. We have Yolanda from Hey Dip Your Toes In. She's going to be doing cocktail styling and photography basics. This is for all of you who are looking to beef up your social media footprint, what you want your images to look like, making them more appealing for partnerships and things of that nature. Really excited about that. We had, for those of you who came to Audacity Digi 1, you know that we had Facebook. We had Paulina Ruiz who came in. She did a whole panel on how to use Instagram stories to amplify your travel story for your pages. She's a creative strategist for both Facebook and Instagram. Charla, great question, Charla. What time zone is the event being held in? EST, Eastern Standard Time. And that is on the website. That is something that's identified, Eastern Standard Time. So again, if you're international and you don't want to watch it in real time, just get the ticket that includes the free playback and it'll literally get emailed to you and you'll be able to see it and use it on demand at your own time. Great question. So we had worked with Paulina Ruiz, creative strategist for Facebook and Instagram for Digi 1. And now we're bringing on Instagram in the capacity of their Share Black Stories campaign. So I know a lot of you see it more towards Black History Month. It's the, if you go into the GIF, however you guys pronounce it. If you go into the GIF category for Share Black Stories, you'll see that sticker on a lot of different people's, stories and things of that nature. We're actually going to talk with one of the people, actually two of the people that are in Instagram's backend that have the initiative Share Black Stories and giving us different ways that we can implement it as content creators, as community mavens, as the average person who just wants to amplify a respective story. I think it's really cool and very relevant to our demographic to know the back end story of and how we can properly implement the whole Share Black Stories situation. We also have an allies panel. So we're definitely sourcing questions for this. We have Travel Channel, PBS, Travel Media Royalty, Samantha Brown. Samantha Brown has come on board as one of our most vocal allies, even before us doing Audacity Digi 2. And we wanted to bring her on board. And so Samantha Brown is going to be on our allies panel, as well as we have Stephanie Benjamin from the University of Knoxville, Tennessee, who runs the data backend on a lot of the work that they're doing, specifically in the realm of minorities and Blacks in travel, African-American travel trends, things of that nature. She was also somebody who helped and volunteered at Audacity in Memphis, somebody who's really been about it for years and really working with us. We also have Anders, who is from Norwegian. You guys know Norwegian's given us a ton of giveaways. We've done things like this and worked with them in the past, which is dope. And then we also have Pandora that is coming on board, the music company Pandora. Laura on their team has been somebody that's been working in a bunch of different like travel intersection spaces. Some of you may not know, but some of like the Spotify's and Pandora's, they actually have some travel oriented content content spaces that they pull out. So for those of you who remember, for the in-person Audacity Fest, the first one we did, we had partnered with Pandora, and Pandora gave us our own station. Literally to this day, if you go right now on Pandora's app and type in Audacity Fest, you will see the Audacity Fest station that's got the vibes that we all curated from our end there. And so we're working on also updating that station so that it's relevant on a consistent basis. I told you guys, I swore up and down that we would not be in an election year and me not get a group of people together, my community together, and not talk about the fact that we are in an election year. So we are bringing our politics and culture panel back. And so we're going to be giving more details on that and what that's going to look like, but we're excited about it. And also for those of you who attended Audacity Fest in Memphis, particularly VIP ticket holders, you remember the VIP brunch the second day of that weekend. One of the panels that we got the best feedback from the entire weekend was our cross-generational conversation that we had. It was myself and Martinique Lewis, our head of social media for No Madness, representing millennial travelers, and then her cousins who are like Memphis Black royalty who represented the baby boomer generation. And we cross-interviewed one another on what it's been like traveling during the baby boomer generation back in the day before some of us were born, and also what it's like now and how they see our generation and the differences in the way that we move on an international and domestic level. It was like one of the dopest panels we've ever put on, period, right? We are bringing that cross-generational travel conversation back. So we have Gabby Beckford of Paxlight. I know she's a fan favorite of so many people, including myself. She's representing Gen Y. We have Traveling Black Widow. If you do not follow Shar Traveling Black Widow on Instagram, you are doing yourself a disservice. She's amazing and fly and here for all of it. She's representing our baby boomer generation. We have Ernest White, also known as the Fly Brother, representing Generation X, and Brian Oliver from B-More at Baltimore and B-More is actually going to be representing for the fellas on our millennial generation. So we have 4 generations that are going to be cross-pollinating and cross-interviewing one another to get the full scope and full conversation about what travel is bringing to the table in ways that, you know, we differ, but also the similarities that we have. We have an LGBTQIA panel, which we have 2 of our No Madness ambassadors on, Dr. Christina Harris and Miss Feminista Jones, also known as Michelle Benet. Super excited about that. We definitely need to have the conversation continuing about the safe spaces for our LGBTQIA demographic when it comes to travel as well. So I know that this was wrapped up in the space of the idea of the investment, expatriation, gap year. If you are interested, this is definitely the Digi to attend, but this is a full gamut of what we're bringing to the table. Saturday, August 1st, again, click the link. It's in the comments. You can go to audacityfest.com and just click on the Digi tab, and it'll give you all the information you need and send you right to the tickets. And we've made the ticket situation super streamlined. You're signing up for the tickets on the same exact platform that the festival itself is being housed on. So none of this double registration bullshit that we had to navigate before. Literally, once you sign up and get your tickets, you're actually already in the platform and you'll get all the necessary reminders. All right, y'all. So spread the word. We will see so many of you on Saturday, August 1st. Come through. Again, if you can't come through on that day, no issues. It's all good. Just buy the ticket for the playback and you can get all the information that you need on these respective panels. Love you guys. Hope you are well. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon. Peace.